Failing economy and the conservative backlash against liberalism will rattle liberals, and we'll see conservatives surge to power throughout this period. A lot of the power base for that is what we call the Sun Belt. This is the area there in the bottom part of the country because it's warm and sunny, anchored really by Florida, Texas, and California, who are on their way to becoming the three most populous states, or three of the four most populous states. Will be the home of a new political movement. A political movement that will attack government regulation, will present a newer, more sophisticated form of veiled racism, where, kind of how to be racist without coming right out and saying racist things. They will attack things like regulations and restrictions regarding land use or government land use, environmental protections, and even speed limits, all of which affected these open areas of the South much, much more. Particularly the American Southwest. A speed limit, may not be that big a deal in the congested highways of the Northeast, but if you're driving across the big expanses of Texas or anywhere there in the Sonoran Desert, a speed limit is going to be much more frustrating. This political movement begins as the Sagebrush Rebellion, and these are going to be farmers and people using the land out west who attack government regulation designed to protect the economy. They presented the West as a victim of taxation and overregulation. Of course, we know throughout the course of this class that the West has received probably more per capita, well, definitely more per capita in government assistance than any other part of the country, and the infrastructure and development of the West is largely done with federal dollars. A major factor in the development of the West is going to be the increasing growth of suburbs. As white folks leave the cities where the minorities have become concentrated and move out to the suburbs, it leads to these homogenous neighborhoods where pretty much everybody you see all day long makes about the same amount of money. They have the same essential ethnic background, and you just simply no longer have to see poor people and minorities, and they fade from your consciousness. And the struggle and the sympathy that had been so real in the 1950s and 60s when we were seeing that on TV just moves into the back of people's minds, and they lose interest in things like civil rights movement and attempts to create equality for all Americans. And this will lead to a new brand of American conservatism.